guys, Jo Madden here, joined this afternoon by Dabby Cab. This is a Jo Madden Sports Podcast. You can catch Cab on the Daily Sesh, 6:30 Eastern, right, Cab?
Yes, 6:30 Eastern. We just switched the time, but I think this is the one we're sticking with, so we'll stay at 6:30 this time. But yeah, like you said, Daily Sesh. Yeah, on Pub Sports Radio. Yep.
Excited for your show tonight. It's going to be a good one. Who's your guest tonight, Cab?
The same person that you just had on your first show. Taylor is going to join us today. Second time she's come on with us. I was going to say last week, but it might have been 2 weeks ago. You know, I went to Vegas, so my time is kind of like, I think there's a week that my memory is missing.
Vegas is like a time warp. You step into Vegas and who knows what the heck goes on. As long as you didn't get married in Vegas, you're probably okay.
Yeah, no. And actually, while I was there, very successful. I went 8-0 while I was in Vegas, so that's good. And I didn't gamble anything other than in the sports books because I'm not big on I don't play slots or table games or anything like that, really.
Yeah, I have to tell you, slots drive me completely insane. Having no control over what you're doing, just plugging money in and pulling a handle or pressing a button, I cannot do it.
No, I like the idea of thinking that I'm investing my money into something that I have an edge on. I would never. I like, the word gambling is cool and all, but when it comes to sports, I feel like I have an edge, and that's why I'm investing my money versus, rolling dice or, like you said, pulling a thing. Yeah, no, not for me either.
So what's the best part of Vegas for you? I know you went 8-0, but besides going 8-0, what was the best part?
Getting to hang out with Dutch, my co-host of the Daily Sesh. He lives in Vegas, so he picked me up from the airport. So right from the very jump, it was a great time. He picked me up. We went to a dispensary because, it's legal there. Then we went to a liquor store. We checked into the hotel. And from there, it was just a great time. Yeah, I enjoyed hanging with him. I think we're going to be back actually in a couple weeks. So that's awesome. And Vic, I got to shout out our producer, Vic. He's so much fun to hang out with also. You don't see him on camera as much because he's usually holding the camera, but Vic's great.
Oh, that is fantastic. Now, it's legal in Vegas. Is it legal all over the states like it is in Canada or only certain states?
Oh, no, it's not legal everywhere, sadly.
Oh.
The United States laws suck. They let different states vote. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not even legal where I'm at, but we don't got to go into that.
What? In Vegas. I actually did not know it was legal in Vegas, so that is awesome to hear. I'm excited to have you on today. We've got picks from Dave calling you out, saying, "What's up, nerd?" here. Appreciate Dave you joining us here. Dave is actually going to be joining me on the Jo Madden Sports Podcast every Monday, the same time he was on this week, you guys. So make sure you stay tuned for his picks every Monday. But Cab, I know you're looking at some games today.
Yes, I am. I've got a few. I know this first one that I'm going to talk about. You might be interested in since it's your Blue Jays. I'm going against a market right here. It seems like the books are begging people to bet on the Blue Jays. Usually that's not a good thing. You stay away from things like that, but I don't care in this situation. What I see is Bradish going up against Manoah, and I know Manoah's kind of got to his limit that he's ever pitched in innings, and that's something always to watch out for with the pitcher. How their arm responds to that. But Manoah is a bulldog. I say that to people. I like watching him pitch. I don't know if you've ever paid close attention, but he gets chirpy like with the other team. Yeah. He gets into it. He's somebody that I like to say will respect your cash, and if he doesn't have a good start, he's going to be just as mad as you are. And that's somebody that I like. Yeah, that's what I like putting my money behind. He has, like I said, his last 7 innings had a 3.25 ERA, which is still wonderful. But for him, that's a dip from where it has been. So that is a little bit of a concern. But on the year, he's still got a 2.45 ERA and an opponent batting average of 2.10. He's been bet on for me. And Bradish on the other side, a lot of people are happy with his last 2 starts where he got through 5 innings in both of them and gave up 1 run and 2 runs. But outside of that, that's not enough for me. Out of the 56 innings he's pitched, this year, he's given up 72 hits. That's a opponent batting average of 3.19. He's got a 6.55 ERA. This is the Blue Jays. I know, we're missing Springer, but I just, Manoah versus Bradish, begging me to take the Blue Jays. Okay, you don't got to beg too hard. So that's where I'm at. I'm on the Blue Jays first 5.
Yeah, I hear you too. And the last time these two pitchers matched up was back in June. I want to say it was like 12th or 13th. And the Blue Jays completely dominated in that one. We saw Bradish only out for 4 innings. The Blue Jays won that one 11-1. They just completely dominated. I would be shocked if they dominated in that kind of fashion today, but I do think they come out strong in this and get the win for sure.
Agreed. Yeah. Agreed. So that's where I'm at with that one on the first 5. And I think the line's even gotten better. I think I paid -114 and I'm pretty sure it's gotten better. Like I said, the books are begging you to bet the Blue Jays right here. And if this was football or a different sport, it might scare me, but this is baseball and I don't care if they're betting me to bet. They don't have, like I said, Manoah's just a better pitcher. And the Blue Jays, even though the Orioles have been wonderful playing, surprising everyone, basically the Cinderella team, the Blue Jays are still a better lineup and Manoah's a better pitcher. So that's it.
What do you think for Vladdy to get a home run today? You see it happening off of Bradish?
I could definitely see it happening. Look, my thing with home run props is I don't think they give enough value to them. Yeah. Like when I see people at +200 or +300, even +400, I'm just like, to hit a home run whenever a hitter, if a hitter goes 3 for 10, that's a 300 average, which, most hitters don't have a 300 average. If you have a 300 average, you're one of the best hitters on the team. You're telling me you're only going to give me +325 for somebody to hit a home run? So I haven't looked at the numbers and I usually don't because that's why, because I feel like the books are ripping us off on the odds with those.
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes worth a sprinkle though, for sure. I don't play big on those home run props. That's for sure.
I know people who hit them and, it's very impressive. I just, like I said, just for me, I don't. I would think Vladdy would be a good choice if you were going to play a home run prop in this game. Definitely.
Okay. Anything else you're looking at on the board?
Yeah, I've got a couple other ones. I'll go through one other one real quick. Right here with the Rangers versus the Astros. Perez is what he's done this year is incredible. I can't take it away from him. He's got a 2.47 ERA, an opponent batting average of 2.32. He's been the Rangers' only guy that they can trust. I've even bet on Perez a couple of times, but in my opinion, and I said this at the beginning of the year, I think this is just magic striking. Perez, maybe I'm going to be proven wrong, but in over 1,000 innings pitched, he's a 4.47 ERA guy, and he's only thrown 131 innings this year, which is a lot of innings for the year. I'm just saying, I think this has been somewhat of a fluke for him. I don't think Perez is the pitcher that, he's shown. In the last 7 games, he's been a 3.5 ERA, which is still good, but it's regression, and I think we're going to continue to see regression with him. That being said, this Astros lineup, they can hit lefties. They're very consistent. Urquidy on the mound, he's got a 2.11 ERA his last 7. I think this is just a perfect matchup for the Astros right now, even with Perez on the mound. I like this spot for the Astros at home. I think they need to continue to, pad their wins, and this is a team that they can do it against. So the Astros also, they're one of those teams that if you look at their numbers, they stay consistent regardless of who's on the mound. Yeah. So you can throw out, just a great pitcher on the other side, and they're still going to find a way to scratch their runs across, or vice versa. Sometimes you throw out a horrible pitcher and they might only get 3 or 4. It's just kind of like the Astros are just consistent with it. They're not, they're not great, but they're not terrible, and they always seem to get their runs. And I think if they get their runs today on Perez, it'll be enough. Urquidy, I think, can keep the Rangers down to, a run, maybe 2 tops. And I see the Astros scoring a few on Perez.
Yeah, consistency is key for the Astros here. Would you go as far as taking them on the run line here? Or is this like a money line parlay that you'd throw them into?
So my numbers, and I know everyone bets different. I won't take like anything over -130. So I'm on the first 5 run line here because I'm pretty sure you can't get, I don't think you can get the money line anything close to that. So it's like -175, I think.
Yeah, I'm getting -188 now on the Houston Astros, straight up on that money line.
Yeah, so I think there's going to be some. I think there's going to be some regression out of Perez, and I think maybe the books might know it too. We'll see though, because like I said, it's baseball. He could prove me wrong, but I think this might be a game where he blows up.
Now, any thoughts? We have a total of 7.5 in this one. This is a tricky one where you look at the trends for these two teams. They have hit under, but we've seen the Texas Rangers be able to push games over because they have been getting these runs on the board. Did you have any thoughts on the total of this one?
I mean, at 7.5, that's such a at 7.5.
Right.
I would, because of the fact that I think Perez might get hit a little bit. I wouldn't hate
Yeah.
a first 5 over, even though I'm on the Astros. I could see 4 runs in the first 5 innings of this game, no problem.
I like it. I think that is a great way to go with this game. Dabby Cab. I love the name Dabby Cab. Where did Dabby Cab come from? I had to ask you that. I've never heard.
Well, so CAB was just, it's an acronym for something we can go into another time, but that was a nickname from baseball. CAB. My teammates in baseball called me that, or some variation of it, whether it was Cabito or like Cab, Cabby. It doesn't matter. CAB. And then the Dabby I added just, because I dab a lot. So
Capito, hey? Can I call you Capito from now on?
Yeah, you can for sure. Yeah.
Can I call
that
you
was a pretty
Capito
common
from
one.
now on? Where did Capito come from? Who called you that? One of your teammates came out with Capito.
I don't want to say what country he was from and be wrong, but he spoke Spanish and he would always be like, "Hey, Capito, come here." He was one of my good buddies though. So
that is awesome. Okay, so the Daily Sesh, you will have Taylor Mathis on tonight. It's at 6:30 Eastern. What else do you have happening this week for yourself?
Oh, well, the Daily Sesh is Monday through Friday, but the thing is Pub Sports Radio, if anybody's looking for anything, just you can go on there almost any time of day and check it out. So it's more about them than it is me. I'll say that. Pub Sports Radio, make sure and check it out.
Awesome. You guys make sure you go give Dabby Cab a follow on Twitter. So, social media, you've got TikTok, Instagram. What else do you have going on?
Yeah, I made them. I don't know how to use them. Twitter is where I usually am. I have an Instagram and a TikTok now, but like I said, I haven't done really anything on them. But I have them. I'll work on it. And if you follow me on there, I'll follow you back. I'm just not sure I'll be able to answer any questions you have.
Okay, Cab, thank you so much for joining us here on the Jo Madden Sports Podcast. Can't wait to have you on again. All the best on the Daily Sesh today.
Thank you.
Thank you.